My name's Ginger. Welcome to my little corner where there is no wrong way to play with paper. I hope you're having a beautiful, great, amazing, blessed day. And we are going to do a Forever Faith video. So Forever Faith is my way of journaling. It is a Bible journal that I do. That's how I like to journal, but maybe you journal a different way, and that's okay. This is not meant to pressure you into anything. It's meant to inspire you. And I do pray every time before I make this video that I hope you get whatever it is that you need to get. Maybe it is the Bible verse. Maybe it's just the creative aspect to relieve stress or whatever that may be. It is my prayer that that happens for you and that you receive that. I hope that you enjoy. I would love it if you commented. I always return your comment. It does take me a while. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes 3-4 weeks, but I get to them because the least I can do is comment back as respect of you taking the time to do that. Now, if you can't comment, that's okay. But I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up so that we can bring more people into our little corner and grow that community. That is my goal. So I hope you enjoy. Let's flip this camera around and let's get started. All right, you guys, let's just get started. We are doing a journaling layout, as I had said, and we are doing 1 Peter 5:7. Now, if you watched my video before this of the Forever Faith, then you already know what the Bible verse is, and maybe you've studied it. Don't be discouraged if you get something different out of it than I do. That's okay. It's not a big deal. There's a good chance I'll read this Bible verse 6 months from now and get something different. God gives you what you need to hear when you need to hear it and touches your heart. Believe that. I believe it, and I only want that for you. So don't allow me to influence what God needs you to hear. Maybe it's totally different. Don't think that you got it wrong. You didn't, because I'm not a teacher, y'all. I'm not. I'm just sharing with you what God touched me with, okay? So it is, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Amen to that. Now, I've already created my little journaling, and we're going to put this together, but I am going to talk about it for just a moment. Oh, y'all see this fly? Look at this fly. All God's creatures, Ginger. Ugh, I don't like flies. All right. Squirrel. Instead of squirrel, I got fly. I can't, sorry. Focus, Ginger. Satan, be gone. Focus. It says, giving your worries to God will calm all your anxiety. So easy to say, but not easy to do. Learning to give all things to God and trusting it will be okay takes time and practice. You may not feel he is listening, but he is. He wants what is best for you and is always there for you. And then over here on this little tag that I put inside this card, actually someone sent me and I'm reusing. It says, pray. He is always listening, and remember, he will answer on his time, not yours. Love, Mom. Trying not to cry. So these are for my babies, as I have said many times. And so I want them to understand that you have to pray, right? Like, not just going to happen, but he's not going to answer you right at the moment that you want him to. He's going to answer at the moment that you need it the most, and he needs you to hear it. That's hard to remember, and that takes practice, and it takes age, right? It takes time to know that. And those of us that are older in our faith, it is our job to teach our kiddos that, teach others in faith that, teach younger hearts in faith that. So don't be afraid to tell them that, right? Just reach out to them and let them know you're not always going to get the answer right when you want it, but he is there. He will take it from you if you allow him to. And you're not always going to get exactly what you want when you want it, right? So we want the new shirt, but we don't always have the money to buy it, right? We don't. But we save the money, and when we do have the money, then we do buy it. So it's kind of the same concept. We don't always get the answer when we want it, but when it's time, God saves it for us, and he gives it to us. So that is my note to my kiddos. Maybe you got something else out of the verse. Now, somebody stamped this beautiful card, and I'm going to use it as a flip pocket kind of thing, sort of. I will glue all these bits down when I finish up the layout, and I'm just going to temporarily put it here. But I didn't want to stop there. I have this really pretty owl, and actually everything, this was in a swap. This was a swap in Ginger's Corner. All of these feathers were swaps everything you see here, except for this piece of ephemera. I don't know if I bought this or somebody might have even gifted it to me, to be honest. But we're going to try to use as much of this because y'all know I don't like to put things away. I'm lazy. I am going to fussy cut this. This is on some beautifully textured paper, and it is a beautiful tag. But I only want the owl, and I want to put it right on here, kind of like a little tab on here. So I am going to sit here and fussy cut and hang out with you. I hope that you are feeling God's love today. I hope you feel it every day, if I'm being honest. I hope that you are not afraid to show your faith. Sometimes that's hard. It really is. But God just wants us to be happy, and he wants us to show others that happiness that he gives us by believing in him. In today's world, I feel like, I don't want to say it's frowned upon, right? Like, I don't want to say that, but I feel like it's almost like we're the crazy people if we say that we believe God's got our back, right? Because a lot of people want to say, well, how do you know God's real? How you can't prove that he's real. You're absolutely right. I can't. No one can. We believe in our hearts. Now, we can't even prove that everything in the Bible's real, because if a Christian is being honest, it's been rewritten many times, and sometimes even for governments to get what they want out of their society. But I will tell you this. If you've ever prayed, truly prayed from your heart, there is a feeling in your soul, you just know he is real. And I can't explain that other than to say, try it. Just pray. And just say, Jesus, I love you. Or maybe you don't want to start there. Maybe that's the wrong place to start. Maybe I'm going to ink. The place to start is, dear Heavenly Father, I don't know you, but I want to. I want to understand if you're real or not. I'm going to say something, and many people may not like this. It may come back to backfire on me, but you know what? It's okay. Just know you can say whatever you want, as long as you're kind. And I accept that you may be different than I. But even if you claim to be an atheist, you are acknowledging that you believe that there's a God. Because how can you be an atheist against a God if you don't think there is one? Just saying. So I feel like it is our duty to show people that we believe and we trust him, that we don't always get what we want, but we trust what he says. We trust that he cares for us. And if you have felt that in your heart, you won't question it anymore. I promise. You just won't. There were a lot of years where I sat in a pew and I'm going to keep on creating. Now, this is this page. This will be our attaching page. And I went to church and I did my thing, and I thought I was a good Christian, and I grew up in a Southern Baptist church. If you're Southern Baptist from the 80s and 90s, you know this. People would get up and they would shout in the tongues, and they would be consumed with God's love and the word of Jesus. And I'm not going to lie, I thought they were crazy. I was like, what is happening? These old people, they've lost their mind. Then I got jealous. I was like, well, how come it doesn't happen to me? Why doesn't God love me enough for that to happen? I don't know that I have ever felt that much love. And I do think it's a gift. I'm going to tell you, I do think it's a gift. And I do think it happens. I also think there's a lot of brouhaha that comes with it too back in that day, right? It was, I don't know, social standings in some ways when you live in a southern town in the middle of nowhere, right? Oh, did you hear so-and-so was gifted this weekend? And not that I'm saying it didn't happen. Please don't take it that way. That's not what I'm saying. But it makes it hard, I think, for people to see something like that. And I grew up with this, y'all, and think, these people are crazy. No, they weren't crazy. They were blessed and gifted, and I was young. I didn't understand it. Even though I grew up in it, I didn't understand it. So I can't imagine. Now, I haven't been to a Southern Baptist church in many a years, so I don't know that it's still like that. And if it is, oh, I'd probably fall to my knees and just cry, to be honest with you, because it does touch you. It truly, I'm just adding feathers to this to back this. It truly touches your heart, and it's something unlike anything, well, I have ever known. I believe that. But I do think people fake it too. And that makes it harder for people to trust that God cares about us when people are faking it. So I guess what I'm getting at in my rambling is, don't be afraid to say, I don't understand it. Don't be afraid to say, I'm not sure if Jesus is real. I don't get the bandwagon you're on, right? I don't understand. And it's okay that you feel that way. All I say is be open to hearing what they have to say. Open your eyes, open your heart, and watch how they are. You'll find a true Christian. God will put one in your path, I promise you, because God always brings us who and what we need when we need it, even when we don't know we need it. And that, my friend, is my biggest advice. Be open to hearing his voice. You're not going to hear it like on the telephone. You just ain't. But you will hear it in your heart if you open your heart. That's not easy to do in today's world. It's a hard world that we live in. But my prayer is that you try. I know I try. I still struggle some days. And I really, really do work at it. And I hope it encourages you to seek out and do the same thing. Same thing. But I promise if you pray, I promise if you practice prayer, prayer doesn't come natural for everyone. I'll tell you a story. Because, that's what I do. I tell stories. My husband, he believes in God. 100% he believes in God. His heart belongs to Jesus. My husband has a very, very, very hard time praying out loud and in public. Very hard time. Like, if I didn't say very enough, then let me say it again. Very, very hard time. Now, he has a hard time praying during family gatherings, which I grew up, the man was supposed to do that. And I do step in and I help him when he asks me. Oh, let's see if I can do this without crying. Recently, during a holiday, my husband just started praying. He didn't ask me to do it. He did it in front of everyone. But that's because his faith has grown and he's learned. To say my heart was full that day, that was awesome. I do believe if you practice, if you believe, it will happen when it needs to happen. His brother was there. To know brothers, they're macho all the time, and my husband and his family are definitely that. Definitely some alpha males going on. For him to do that, it was amazing. His sister was crying. I was crying. Jillian was crying. Not because of what he said, but just because he did it. You can do it too. It just takes practice and it takes time. And the people around you will make your faith stronger. My husband made my faith stronger that day and he didn't even know he did it. So your faith will make other people stronger. When you show that you believe that he cares about you and that he loves you, you're doing that too. You truly, truly are. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this over the top and cover this beautiful thing, but I want this here. It says, greater is he. Amen. And we're just going to put that right here. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but this is a very feather-based journal. And I love it. I love it. I've had people ask me to use more feathers, so I am doing that, not just because they asked me, but because I love them and they make my heart happy. So I hope that you're enjoying that. I think I want to add some gems. Let's do teal and let's do oh, what's the other color called? Actually, here's some pearls. We'll do pearls and orange. There we go. I'll get it sooner or later. I get to thinking and talking and, you know, it just doesn't always go hand in hand for me. It doesn't. Happy, could we put this, let's put this on there. Why not? Yeah, I like that. It's come from Xanthony. It has ZR on it, so I know it was from her. She's the only ZR I know, so thank you, Miss Anthony. Let's see. This fly, y'all, if you see me start just waving my hands erratically, it's because the fly and I are having it out. Who's gonna win? Ginger or the fly? I don't know. It's catch-22. All right. Let's put some gems on here and some pearls and dress it up a little. And that'll be our whole layout. I do have to go back and glue this. That's pretty fast video for me. Usually my Forever Faith, they're pretty long. But I enjoy them so much. They're my favorite videos to create. Not always my most viewed videos, but I don't care. I will still do it. I will still be here. Okay. Thank you guys for watching and supporting me. And all your kind comments mean so, so much to me. I want to use these up. So 1, 2, 3. Let's put a 4th one here. And then we'll put 3 over here. I don't know where, but we will. Ta-da! Let's just put them along this edge here. I wonder if I can do that without gluing it together. This one I can get away with it because it's on this ticket here. Right? Oh, no, we don't want it there. Mayday, mayday! All right, I can do this. I'll just have to hold it up or prop it open. Okay. There's that one. One more. I'm sad because I don't ever find those at the Dollar Tree anymore. I'm going to put this right there. Okay, there's that. I do need to prop this open, so while that glue dries, let's go like that. All right, then let's put some of these orange ones. Let's go here. We have 4, so let's put 3. 2, 3. Okay. Ta-da! Hey, they match my nails today. Go me. I just got my nails done yesterday, actually. Ta-da, ta-da. Tell me how you like to journal. Maybe you don't like to do Bible journaling. Maybe you like to do something else. Totally okay. I would love to know. I answer you. It does take me sometimes a hot minute, but I promise I always answer. I appreciate you for watching. I hope that you are inspired while watching my videos to create and share and open your heart. Really, that's what it's about for me. I love it when you guys tell me that that is what is happening. It really does encourage me and help me throughout my journey. And if you're new, we're glad you're here. We really are. All right. This, oh, I hate that little sticky thing. I'll have to use my sticky tool. Let me grab it real quick. Yes, I hum. And yes, it was the Smurfs. To know me is to know anything can happen. Okay, I'm gonna put an orange gem here because I can. Why not? Just like that. All right, so this one's done. This one, because it's so short, let's just glue this down together, shall we? I'm gonna just put some glue down, just like that. And I run my glue right underneath, and then I do the next one. And then I usually just turn, same thing, just like that. Run my glue under there. We'll do this here, okay? And again, I'm pretty generous with my glue. Let's see, this is probably, I fill this up probably 2 to 3 times a month, but I craft a lot. So you might not use that much glue. And I glue everything. I really don't, I don't buy any permanent tape. I do all temporary tape because I'll go back and glue everything. I don't want things to fall apart. So that's just me though. You do whatever works best for you. So now this on the inside, we need to glue this just like that. And I love this applicator. Love it. Okay, I do need to glue this edge here. There we go. And if you're like me and your hands, you have a hard time squeezing. Oh, I got ink all over that. Let's clean it up. Fill your bottle up. Just because your bottle's getting too empty, keep it as full as often as you can, and it's easier to squeeze. So, yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just going to clean while we're here, too. We're just hanging out, right? Good friends, hanging out, having a good time. Just like that. So today's lesson was pretty easy. Nothing too difficult. We just have to believe that God is there and that he wants us to be happy, and he wants us to know he is always there. He never leaves us, even in our best hour, in our darkest hour, all of those things, right? He always stays with us, and he loves us, and he wants us to find the joy in that and spread that, because if we find the joy in that, if we believe that, other people see it. That's a fact, right? Like, if somebody wins the lottery and they're happy, you know that they've won the lottery and they're happy. So just look at loving Jesus as winning the lottery, right? You're happy because you have everlasting life through him. Okay, my hands are slick because I just used that wipe. There we go. And so there's my layout. Ta-da! I will put close-ups at the end. Let's draw for next in 2 weeks. We'll have another video. I'm not even going to think about it. Let's just... Okay, I am thinking about it, I guess. Let's grab a pink one. All right, this one is Psalms 9:1. I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all of my heart. I will tell all of your wonderful deeds. That's a good one. All right, so we will talk about this one next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for letting me just ramble and be myself and just having a conversation with you. I hope you will come back. If not, thanks for stopping by. Be blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.